Here I am, in the place where I come let go. Miami, the base, and the sunset low. Every day like a Mardi Gras. Everybody party all day. No work, all play, okay? So we sip a little something. Lay to rest the spill. Me and Charlie, at the bar, running up a high bill. Nothing less than ill, when we dress to kill. Every time the ladies pass, they be like, "Hi, Will." These are the words of a great prophet who spoke of today's setting for yet another multiplayer map analysis video. Miami is a map that seems to be pretty polarizing. It seems to almost always be lumped in with Cartel as one of the worst maps in the game. At least, that is what I have gathered from the people at Twitter. I have friends who enjoy the map, friends who hate the map, and then there's me. Which I'll tell you how I feel after talking about the map. For starters, this map has 3 main lanes. Stop if you've heard this one before. Yep, so it has a pretty standard design. The beach is a large, mostly open area where snipers or kids with tac rifles can pick you off if you aren't careful about going through the beach. The middle area, or rather just the street, is still wide open, yes, but Kragt tried to mitigate this with the use of cars and other things to make the middle lane a bit more inviting for people who want to use something other than a tac rifle or sniper. Oh, who am I kidding? The third lane is probably the best designed lane on the map. The third lane, or the back alleyway, is equal parts alley and structure. It has a parking garage area which opens it up a bit, and it leads into one of the main areas of the map, otherwise known as the Paramore Club. This area, at least for me, tends to be a focal point of the action when this map comes up on public lobbies. The funniest thing about that being is I played in public lobbies for 3 hours each on 2 separate nights trying to get footage in a public lobby for this map, and it never came up or got voted for. Oh man, I guess that kind of tells you about how the community feels about it, huh? Now, I mentioned that the alley lane was probably the best designed. Well, the second best designed lane is the beach lane. This area is perfect for hardscoping snipers. It has long sight lines and plenty of ways to make people pay for coming across your path. One of the best aspects of this lane is it doesn't really get too much outside interference. I feel that way about the alley lane as well. To me, that's what makes these lanes successful on their own. The elephant in the room for this map, however, is the middle lane, and also how it leaks out into the outer lanes. It is by far the biggest lane on this map, which makes sense because it usually is, but the problem I had with Garrison's middle lane feels amplified here. Garrison has areas around the center that let you dish out pain on any poor chum who comes through the middle. Miami has that same issue, but it's magnified tenfold due to how the map is. Independent of the lanes, we have structures that play a huge part on Miami. All of these structures draw most of the attention from players, as they should since they provide cover, and depending on what game mode you play, the objective can be in them. Where this becomes a problem is what I've joked about and stated before: players spamming tac rifles. In every public lobby match of Miami I play, there are always at least 1 or 2 players per team that like to perch up in these areas and just spam these weapons like there's no tomorrow. Other maps have areas like this that allow for the same thing. For instance, on a map I praised, Satellite, this is exactly how the middle of the map is. The difference is that on Satellite, you have every opportunity to get clapped by someone when you're on the middle mound, and this is due to map flow and location. On Miami, these areas for dishing out pain are well covered and leave little in respect to countering, which makes matters even worse is due to the map's large size and so many of these areas which are usually well covered. These areas really wouldn't be too bad if it wasn't for the sheer volume of them. But I've talked about before Call of Duty being fun due to its dumb, quick action. Well, this map is the opposite of that. With long sight lines, and many of them, this map suffers from being way too large. This is evident in the map's inclusion to the Combined Arms playlist. Combined Arms is a mode that I've played and enjoyed. Armada and Crossroads each have 6v6 variants of the large Combined Arms version. And guess what? The 2 maps that get talked about the most for being the worst, Cartel and Miami, do not have separate versions for 6v6. This is the biggest problem with Miami. Its sheer size makes it a drag to play, especially on Team Deathmatch. More than once, I've had the game end from running out of time rather than the score limit being reached. And yes, that even happened to me in a game vs bots while I was getting footage for this. Domination can be okay, but still isn't great. If I'm gonna be playing Miami, it's for sure gonna be on hardpoint. In fact, I believe Miami has some of the best hardpoint locations in the game. My favorites being on the outskirts of the map, the boat on the beach, and the parking garage. So, do I hate this map? No, not really. I find it boring more than anything. This map is definitely one that needs to be played in a specific mode to be fun. I could potentially see it being fun for dropkick and maybe prop hunt, but so far my favorite mode to play on this map is definitely hardpoint, and that's not even close. Another thing I want to say is I was able to find a public lobby game after remembering that they added it in the combined arms mode. So I was able to find a public lobby game there. But other than that, I still haven't been able to get a public lobby of it in the regular 6v6, which is fine by me. Thanks again for watching another multiplayer map analysis video. Since we've done most of the maps I enjoy, look for the rest of these to be a little bit on the salty side. Don't worry, I'm not just going to sit here and scream, this map sucks, XD. I will try and look at them and figure out why this map or that map sucks. I will also be doing the rest of the maps they add in with Cold War, such as Express that comes up with Season 2. To be honest, I wish I had been doing this series throughout the Modern Warfare 19 cycle, but oh well, better late than never, and if you want me to do those maps, just let me know. Leave a like to let me know if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing if you're brand new, and leave a comment to let me know what you think about Miami and also what map I should do next. As Captain Cringe himself, I want each and every one of you to have a great rest of your day.